Welcome to Reality Creative Video. I'm Hermes, and today we're going to cover the technological alchemy. We've talked about healing with colloidals. We've talked about healing with herbs. We even talked about healing with your own energy, using your own energy to heal. And we also talked about healing with spiritual practice, like meditation. So today we're going to cover some technological devices, healing alchemy with technology that I've used through the years, that I have found useful. And there's a lot of these tech things out there, but I can only comment on the ones I have here. So I thought I'd share them with you because I do use them as part of my routine. Now, I have 3 devices here we're going to cover today. Let's cover the first one. The first one I find is the most important device that you could possibly invest in. This is a Air Ionizer. All of these devices are on Amazon. Just want you to know that. Yeah. Now, this is an Air Ionizer. It takes the air and it adds positive ions to the air. Now, this is just for one room, okay? A small room, actually. It works nice in my little office there where I have the computers and the mixing boards and things like that. So what it does is it puts positive ions in the atmosphere, in the air. And you breathe in these positive ions, and your body uses these positive ions to increase its healing because it draws its energy from positive ions. Electrons will transfer from the air into your body, and it will use these extra electrons to bring about better health in general. Now, they make big ones that that are on the floor. I have a bigger one over there, too. So this is just wanted to show you this because it's a lot easier to put this in front of the camera than the larger one that I have. But this is the best thing you could do for healing-wise for yourself, long-term-wise. Now, you won't see immediate changes from something like this because you have to breathe this in over a period of time, and you have to saturate your cells with these ions. So it might take several weeks to a month before you really start to feel energetically more healthy because you're breathing positive ions. They also don't go very far, so if you were going to do an entire house, you'd probably have to put one of these. I'll shoot you a picture of the one I got on the floor over there, one of these floor-mounted ones. You'd have to have one of these per room in order to do an entire house. But I mean, like you could put it by your bed for sleeping at night and things like that. So that's device number 1. Now, the next 2 devices that I want to show you come under skincare. And the reason they stick these things under skincare is because they can't actually come out and say this is a healing device because of the limitations on what people can claim these things do. But I'm perfectly to tell you how I'm able to tell you how I alternately use these devices. So why not? All right. The first is called a portable high frequency something. It just has a model number. So if you just do a search for portable high frequency, this blue box and a bunch like it will come up. Now what this is very similar to our ion generator here, except this is a handheld version. All right. It's got the various probes that you stick in it. This is one of them. This is the one probe that I use the most. You plug it in and you turn it on, and this sets the intensity of the ions. Now this glows like a light. Mine's a violet colored one, so it glows a light color violet. They come in different colors, but I don't think the colors matter. I have an orange one too here. I don't see any difference between the healing work between this and the orange one. So when I have more comments about the healing effectiveness of these devices at the end of my my chat on this, okay? So you'll turn this on, and the intensity, you set it for what you like. If you set it too high, you might shock a little bit. So do not, see, I have this watch here. Luckily, it's not plugged in. Do not wear electronic devices when you are using this because you may need to buy a new one. Your phone and shit like that. You may not want to be carrying that when you're putting high positive electricity into your body. So what this is going to do is this is going to flood the area that you're working on. Let's say it was a shoulder here, because I happen to be working on my shoulder right now to heal this, which is why these things came to mind for me to bring to you. So you would rub it in the area of the shoulder, and you would be flooding this entire area with positive ions. You can do it right through this thing will work right through the clothes, so you don't even have to be on the skin for it. And you might have to turn it up a little higher, though. So, and you're going to load the area with positive ions, and your body's cells will absorb these ions and make it more efficient in healing. And it comes with various attachments. This is a comb attachment. And I don't do this as much anymore, but this used to really, I got to do this again. This used to make my scalp and hair feel really great. I was actually hoping it would make my hair grow or change the color from gray back to my natural color, but it didn't do any of that. So I have to say it failed there as far as, hair growth and stuff. But it is useful for healing sores, cuts, muscle aches, pains, things like that. It's good for that. There's a couple other attachments in here, different size attachments for different areas of the body. Some come with a few more attachments, come with a few less. So that's item number 2. Item number 3. This is called Answer, ANSR. This is a near infrared healing device. Or LED, it emits an LED. This LED is very close in frequency to the healing lasers that they use in medical industry. This I find useful for knitting bone and muscle. You would, turn it on. This one you're going to have to pull up, be against the skin in order to do. You would pull it up and do something like this, on you. And the infrared energy goes into the bone or the muscle or whatever you're trying to heal, or even a sore, you could do a sore too, and will increase the energy in that area and the healing. Now, this Answer device is no longer available on Amazon due to copyright problems with the company. Whatever happened with that, I don't know. But you can still get it on eBay. But Amazon does sell other near infrared healing devices. So you can pick up something similar on Amazon for this. Now, my thoughts on all these. Healing, if you take any one of these things and use only one of these things, you're not going to be very impressed with the results, to be perfectly honest. But the way I approach healing is I like to use everything at my disposal. So right now I'm trying to heal my shoulder here. I kind of hurt my shoulder. So I will use my infrared device. I will use my ionizing device. Of course, this thing is running in my room all the time. I will take my colloidals. I will also rub myself down with the dit.jow or the DMSO and the woodlock. And I'll increase maybe some herbs. I might take echinacea or something like that, or different kinds of herbs or stuff like that. So and healing work. As you know, I did a show on healing. Showed you how to use your energy to heal. So I will also use my energy to heal. So that when I couple all of these things together, I get tremendous healing advantage by combining everything. Individually, no one of those methods is going to outshine any of the others. Although, I like to think that my healing energies are pretty darn good. But by themselves, they only go so far. But add all of that stuff up, and you got a pretty good healing stuff. Now, if I come across any other technological devices in the future that I think might be good for healing, I will do another show on that. These are all the ones that I'm using currently. So Thank you again for visiting me and watching my shows. You have any comments or questions, leave it below, and I will get back to you. I'm Hermes. This is Reality Creative Video, and I will talk to you again soon.